Hi guys, and welcome back to the Ride Right Waxing and UK One Wheel channel. So something completely different on my week off. As you can see, I've already power washed all of this and cleaned all the ropes, all the algae off of it. This is my garden I built, and I've done a video for this. I've had quite a lot of views on this actually. Yeah, we never actually did the video to put it onto YouTube, but quite a lot of people have liked it. A few people said, why have you got houses overlooking you, you cheapskate? Why have you got such a crap garden? Because you've got plastic, artificial grass and loads of wood and it's all crap and there's no garden, blah, 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 blah. But other people have really liked it. I work 6 days a week and I need something that I can just come out, pick the leaves up and enjoy my garden. I'm not spending hours and hours. This is the first bit of maintenance I have done in nearly 3 years. So, and that is my kind of gardening. As and when I retire, yes, I will have plants, shrubs, borders, all that kind of jazz. But for the moment, this works. So I've got to oil the shed, the cedar on the shed. I've got to oil all this decking that you see here. And I'll oil all the posts, which will come a little bit later, and you'll see that. The trees themselves, though, if you go back to my video, which I'll put a link in the description below, that has actually, they've really developed. I'm going to lock the tops off and make them a bit squarer, and that will just bring it up and give me a little bit more privacy. I've made this one wet, so you can see kind of what the oil effect will give it, that rich ingrained wood. And obviously this is currently the grey decking that you see here wet, and that's just 3 years of built up grime. Now what I tend to do is kind of do it around April, May time when the weather's been bad, and the weather has been horrendous. I've just been out on my one wheel because the weather itself has just got a little bit better, because I let the rain soak into the wood and really get that dirt soft and pliable, and then obviously it gives makes my job a little bit easier. But what am I using? Now this is not a sponsored link in any way, shape or form, but Ronseal decking cleaner and reviver. This stuff's really good, and quite literally it does do this. It is a really good stuff. Basically I spray it on, you leave it 10 to 15 minutes and really let it absorb in, and then you power wash it off. Like I say, the bottle itself does 20 to 24 square meters of coverage, and once you've put it in, use a stiff brush, which I've got just here. £6.50, nice cheap little brush, and we just brush it into all the grains, and it comes up looking like so. Massive difference. I haven't oiled it yet, but when I do oil it, I'll be using the Ronseal decking oil, just a natural finish. But I will be putting the spray in this very cheap £2.50 Morrison's garden spray bottle. So basically you can just spray it all on and get ultimate coverage, opposed to pouring it out of the can and making a mess. And a power wash, extension lead and hose pipe. It's quite literally and as simple as that. Sadly the rain is due today. I'm going to pop you on time lapse. The camera will either be inside or outside depending on the rain level. I'll get my raincoat on and we'll blast through this. But like I say, 3.5 years, don't look too bad. After 3 years, I'm very happy with it. Okay, so looking a lot better. Big difference in it. Just got this bit to do, get that all sorted, and then wait for it to dry. Treat the shed and the rest of the deck in. Job done. Okay, so decking oil all applied. We've got the decking protect to go. We're going to use the Morrison's £2.50 sprayer, which has made a massive difference. Soft bristle brush to brush it all in, saved my knees massively. So we've got this little area by the light across, but the decking is still relatively wet. It's about 20 minutes since I've applied it. I've also applied it to the cedar on the shed, and I think you'll agree it looks absolutely stunning. It's really brought the colour out in that cedar. Like I say, it is still rather wet, so hopefully this sunny day ahead of us will actually dry this out. I'm interested to see how the rain does affect and sit on top of the decking oil, but I'm going to get onto the decking protect now. I'm going to cover this decking area here. I'm hoping it does blend in. If it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to be using 3 different products on this decking, and we're going to see how it all comes out. So let's get to it. Now, used 2 different types. I used oil over there, which you can see is that golden colour, and then you've used this type here, which I think will dry slightly lighter. This is more of a weatherproofing. Wanted to see which works both better. It will all wear out eventually anyway. This is kind of like a suntan cream kind of solution, opposed to the other one being oil. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's kind of like a real creamy, waxy. I don't know if you can see that at all. But yeah, so that's going to be the difference. Just slightly lighter there to there. We'll see how that looks. This is the weatherproofing stuff, still Ronseal, still both natural. I think that will possibly dry a little bit lighter, but that is an oil-based substance. So we'll see which one weathers better with the rain, and which one gives more of a natural look. Yeah, let's get back to it. Okay guys, quickly, product comparison. Both Ronseal, you've got decking protect and you've got decking oil. The actual picture on the can is very representative of actually the product you get, which is really, really cool. Slightly darker with the oil to the lighter, and here's a real life example. You can see that line there, that is decking protect, that is decking oil. For decking protect, this took 5 litres all the way across over here. And this took 5 litres doing the shed and all of this. Okay guys, the garden is all finished. All the decking and all the shed has now been treated, but not with 1, not with 2, but with 3 different types of Ronseal oil, which is a bit of a pain. Let's start with this one just over here. Now, I didn't want, and as I said earlier, a darker tint to any of my decking. I do actually prefer the lighter look, but I was given the wrong oil. I should have double checked. I didn't. I asked for natural decking oil. Fortunately, I was given natural oak. That there is actually the same colour as this, because obviously the grain of the wood, it gives it a slightly lighter look. So if you're liking the natural oak look, the Ronseal decking oil natural oak, this is the finish that you get. But if you like the lighter wood, as you can see here, we go across. This is the second can I had. This is the decking protect. So I am really looking to see how this does perform in the rain and the bad Devon weather that we do get. power washed all the ropes and done all the posts. And this is the decking oil. Now, if you remember back in the video, you've got that section there, which is done in Deck and Protect. You've got this section here, which is done in Deck and Oil. So if you like that effect, this is actually my favourite. I kind of like the yellowy look to it. I actually did treat the shed as well, my little shed I built. And again, if you want to watch the video on how I built this garden, then I'll put that link in the description below. So from the natural oak we have here, to the natural Protect, which we have there, to the natural oil, which we have there. So there we go. That is cleaning my decking, oiling my decking in 3 different types of oil. So hopefully that's been useful. You can actually see in real time, real life, what obviously that does actually bring. So if you are thinking about doing yours, hopefully this will help. And make sure you always read the label before you spray it on your decking, and you don't make the mistake, sadly, that I did. But anyway, thanks for watching. Obviously don't forget, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, I will see you soon.